everyone, welcome to my channel. Well, channel, not really, it's first video, so it's not a channel yet, just welcome to my first video. So my name is Anne-Charlotte, I'm French, I'm 29 years old, and in this channel I'm gonna talk about sewing and dressmaking, and well, so that's the idea. So different types of video, like for example today I'm gonna present you only one project that I did, but a bit more in details, and in other videos maybe more like a type of sew along or something. I will see. You can tell me also in the comments what kind of videos you like. The other thing is that every video that I'm gonna do, also there is a French version. So you can find exactly the same video. Well, I try, not word by word, but more like kind of similar. So I'm explaining the same thing, but in French. So don't hesitate if you like to hear French, or you're learning French, or I don't know exactly. It was my idea. I don't know where it came from. Maybe, yeah, that's one thing, is that I live abroad, so not in France. I really like to speak English. So yeah, it's a challenge. I will see how it goes. So in today's video, I want to present you this dress that I made for. I was invited to a wedding in last August, and I wanted to make my own dress because I think it's fun, and also that you can make whatever you want. So what did I use? I used so this is cotton. One thing, and sometimes maybe I won't have the right words or the English words for something, so I did a little lexic with a lot of words about sewing. For example, tailor strokes, or these small words that you don't really use, or you know them in your mother tongue, so you don't use them in the daily life, or maybe you do but I don't. So it's yes, so if sometimes I don't have the words, don't be surprised. I will go and search the word at the end of my little notebook. So 3 meters of fabric, and then I used 3 different patterns: top, sleeve, and bottom. The 2 first, sleeves and top, they come from a designer. She is called Charlotte Ozu. She's quite famous in the French sewing community, I think, and she wrote a book that is called Ma garde-robe à coudre pour toute l'année. So it's my clothes for all the year around. So this for each month. So for example, here it's July. You have one or 2 patterns, and it's an amazing book. Actually, I really like it. I don't know if I'm gonna describe it now. It's maybe not the right video. Tell me if you want that I explain a bit more about this book, because it's such a great book to have, because it's kind of like common, or a pattern for. There is a pattern for 2 different dresses, for shirt, for pants. So it's like at least a good base to have. Anyway, the dress the top that I use for the bodice is this one called December dress, and it fits perfectly. It's what I like with these patterns, that it fits perfectly for me. I never really need to adjust anything. It's just poof, I sew it and it's done. But so this is the top. It might be a bit surprising because it's so small. Every time I'm like, how am I gonna fit into this? But I do. And it's quite it's very easy to sew. So 2 darts on one bottom and one on the side. There is a lining inside, so it's 8 darts in total. So it's quite long, but I do them at the beginning on the row, so it's okay, and I don't mind to do them. Plus it was some cotton, so to iron press, I mean, it's very easy. So that's for the top that I use in size 36. And in the book you always have to add the seam allowances, so It takes a bit of time, but once you have it, I keep it in my pattern library, so I have it. Then for the sleeves, it's I use the pattern on Charlotte Ozu website. The system is quite nice actually. It's you can choose the sleeves, the top, or the bodice, and the skirt. So you create your own pattern, kind of. All the tops can match with the skirts. So if you know what I mean, I'm gonna put a link down below to then you can just see by yourself. Otherwise I'm gonna be maybe a bit confusing. So the sleeves, it's the puff sleeves, and I cut them in size 40, and it's just same, perfect, so easy, nothing to say. I mean, it's just quick, fast, and I think very elegant. I really like puff sleeves. It's, I don't know, it gives a bit of a Kate Middleton's look. I think she has puff sleeves on most of her dresses, so that's a nice touch to have. For this part, I think it's like 4 centimeters that I use. I think it's quite nice to have it a bit thicker, because then the arms look a bit thinner. Or maybe it's only in my mind, I don't know. But very easy to do. And then for the bottom, for the skirt, it's a homemade pattern that I kind of have a dress that is a bit similar. I just took squared pieces of fabric that I sewed and gathered at the bottom, as you can see. So it does a kind of ruffle, so which is kind of nice. Don't forget that it was for weddings, so it was supposed to, you know, a bit party, a bit to dance with it and so on. So I think it's always nice when there is a bit of extra fabric, so you can, you know what I mean. If you're really interested in it, I can do a video just to show you how I made it. So because it's quite simple, and at the same time it has a bit of a wow effect, I think. And then on the back, did I precise that it was open in the back? Yes, I know, it's so nice. Who doesn't like open backs? I mean, yes, it's always a bit sexy, and at the same time, I have something with this type of opening in the back. I really like it. And then for the top of the skirt, it's just an elastic band that I did a casing. Quite simple, you see. It was actually quite hard because here in the front it's only darts, so all the volume or all the rest of the fabric is, I mean, and I was supposed to gather it in the back, and I didn't realize how much fabric it was, because at the same time here I needed some place for my the hips and everything. So that was a bit of a challenge. I did it once, and then it was way too loose in the back, so I had to do I don't know how to say, to rip I think, to rip it off and to do it again. So yeah, it took a bit of time, this one, but at the end I was very satisfied, and at the same time it's very comfortable to wear because it's really fitting, you know, at the waistline. So very nice. Sorry, I wrote some notes because I thought that if it's my first video, I'm gonna forget things. So I feel like let's write a script, and then it's supposed to make a good story. What else? Yes, that I had almost, from my 3 meters long fabric, I had only like 20 centimeters scraps. So I didn't really get it because it's not even long sleeves, but I think it's the ruffle at the bottom that makes it, that takes so much fabric, I think. I think it's always nice, not necessary, but nice to have a waistline band here. Visually, it feels that the waist is a bit thinner. I don't know if it's certified by research. One thing that I didn't precise, in the pattern, it's supposed to be button at the top here, but I felt like it's quite nice. First, that I don't like to do buttonholes. It's never perfect. So I just cut it like 2 bands like that, and that I cut in diagonals at the end, so it's so easy. Just fold it. I will show you inside because it's quite interesting. Yes, my dress for I don't look like this. I don't, but it's the only one I have. It is quite convenient. Well, it's very old. It was belongings to my boyfriend's grandmother, but this you don't care. So the bodice is lined from, and this I really now. When I started to sew, I was not doing a lining inside. I was not doing it. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't have the technique or was not thinking about it. And then one day I started, and now I mean it gives so much. It looks better. It feels better on the skin, and it's also the inside. It's so much cleaner. You know, it's like no. It's just beautiful. And I like that, for example, the neckline, it's just perfect. You don't see anything. It's clear and neat line. Give it a try. It's worth it. One detail, I did a French seam inside because at this time I didn't have an overlock machine, and when I started to sew, I actually started with French seam because I find it very nice, just clean. I don't like to do the zigzag stitches with my sewing machine. It never really looks nice. And even with the overlock, probably it's because I'm a beginner, but I don't know, I'm always cutting the fabric. It's always something going wrong. So French seam, perfect. It just it makes the inside clean. For the one that don't know what a French seam is, first you sew not the right side against right side, but wrong side against wrong side. So it feels wrong the first time because like it's the contrary of what we're used to do. But then you do a second sewing or a second seam, you fold it. I'm very unclear. I think it's better if you just Google it, or on YouTube there are tons of video about French seam because I'm very, very unclear. Sorry for that. That was it about this pretty dress. I'm gonna wear it now so you can see how it fits on me, and that's it. So I hope you liked the video. So it was a pleasure to do it, a bit of a stress actually. I'm very happy that you watched it. Thanks a lot. So I think I said everything about this dress. It's so comfy to wear it. I don't know why. I think first because it's cotton, so it's quite smooth or quite nice against the skin, and plus the sleeves, I have enough space. It's very comfortable actually. So, and plus I find it quite elegant and chic. So just the perfect dress for a party. But no, I cannot wear it every day. It would be a bit awkward to have it to go to work. But maybe one day. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching this video. Don't hesitate to subscribe to my channel to see other videos. Tell me in comments what types of video you like, if you prefer like short videos like this or a bit longer with different pieces. Tell me so then I can improve and do a bit more what you like. You can also comment if I do big mistakes or if I use wrong words. I have no problem with that, really. I will be very glad to improve. That's it. Thanks a lot again, and see you next time for another video. Bye bye.